Rem. Cider night. Rob. Hi. Trevor. Hey man. Jason. Mom. Jennifer. What happened to my chin? Good question. Still there. Welcome to the Whisky Hunter, folks. Episode 6, live. Three very important pieces of news for the Whisky Hunter camp today. Big news. One, I hired, well, before that actually, we're homemade with cinnamon Christmassy. Nice. My wife is 37 weeks pregnant today. Evening, 37 weeks pregnant. She's upstairs. I don't think she's gonna make any appearances tonight because she can't get out of bed unless I help her out of bed. In related news, item number 2, I hired my wife as my brand new administrative assistant for Whisky Hunter Enterprises. Offered her the full package, she took it, and then immediately she went on mat leave. Jim, Jennifer, and item number 3, very important news for the Whisky Hunter camp, Chris. The Whisky Hunter is moving, folks. We've started our brand new YouTube channel. You can check that out right now. We just launched it today. The Whisky Hunter is moving to YouTube, and the only person in the world that knows the link is my wife. And if she's still there, she's gonna post the link right now. Honey? Honey? Tanya, honey? There it is, folks. There's the link. The Whisky Hunter YouTube channel. Please go to it. Don't stop watching. Go to it in another browser window. Go to it. Like it. The videos have no views yet. We got no subscribers. Go to it. Like it. Subscribe. Please do what you can. We'll see how many on it. I need a raise. We'll see how many subscribers we can get in this episode. All right, that's it. That's it for news. Yeah, Candace, Tanya, tonight, blended Scotch whiskies. That's blended whiskies from Scotland. Dewar's 12-year Chevec Gaelic whiskey. Black label. Everyone doing okay? Happy Friday, folks. She's way ahead of you as usual. Yep, she's on it. Let's get to work, folks. Whiskey, Whisky Hunter. Woo! How's everybody doing? So like I said, folks, there's a link right there. My wife just posted it from her bed. She can't even move. She's really pregnant. Brand new YouTube channel. The Whisky Hunter is on YouTube. We're moving. The old episodes are up there. New content's gonna be filling that channel real soon. So please check it out, share it, post it, do it, go for it. So let's get right to work. Blended Scotch whiskies, little water before we start on the whiskey. Never a bad move. Babies are coming. Babies are coming soon. Probably the next time I see you folks, I'm gonna have kids, lots of them. Rami, posting, yes, share the link. Keep on posting it so any newcomers come, they see the link. Go to the link, folks. Already on it. Bev, yes. Subscribe. And then after this show, just watch all episodes over and over and drink whiskey all night. Matthew Wells. Rob, you call me dad, or are you saying I'm gonna be a dad? Okay, let's get to work, folks. Blended Scotch whiskeys, our first bottle of the night. This really cool, old-looking bottle of Dewar's 12-year. Really nice looking bottle. I had some challenging times this week finding information about these first two. The black label was easy, but these first two, difficult. Okay, so first of all, while we have the bottle here, can you see the top of this bottle? So this distillery was founded in 1846 by the Dewar family. So John Dewar started the distillery, his two sons, Tommy Dewar and John Alexander Dewar. So the three Dewar men, those are the three D's on top of the cap here. Really cool. This is actually a Celtic truth knot. And it's a sign of strength and longevity. So that's pretty cool. Longevity, I mean, this Dewar's has been around since 1846, so good on them. This bottle of Dewar's is double aged. Does anyone know what that means? Anyone watching last week when we talked about the Balvenie or the Glenfiddich, the whiskeys that were aged and then they were taken out and then kind of re-aged? So this bottle of Dewar's is double aged. So it's aged for 12 years and then it's taken out and then it's put into extra specially old oak barrels and it's aged for another 6 months. So the reason why it's put into very, very old barrels, if I'm correct, is because they don't want the blend to take too much of a taste from the barrel. They just want a place for it to go where it can sit for another 6 months and have the blend, hey Simon, and have the blend kind of married together. So double aged, Dewar's 12-year. I say we try it. Anyone at home drinking whiskey? I hope. Anyone at home drinking blended whiskey? I'm gonna pour just some little ones tonight because I gotta be careful. Playing piano, trying to play piano with too much whiskey in you. It's a dangerous, slippy slope. So right away, I can smell what you don't smell from the Dewar's, and I've had this, I had to have it, it's part of my job. I had to have it a few times this week. Not blended, still drinking Glenlivet. Glenlivet's great. Balvenie, yes, Jim. What you don't get from the Dewar's 12 years, you don't get a big punch of alcohol on your first sniff. It's very mellow, very light tasting compared to like a strong single malt. Glenfiddich, Wiser's and ginger ale, not blended tonight. Auchentoshan, wow, everyone's drinking whiskey. Yes. Love it, love it. So citrusy, light. Rami, keep on posting that link. Yes, that's Rami, that's my brother-in-law. See the link, folks? That's the link for the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel. Okay, let's go in for a sip. Let's see if it stays light and citrusy on the palate. So, I've had this a few times this week, like I said. Really interesting bottle. First time ever having it. Anyone had this before? The Dewar's? So, it's light. It's very light, but it's also got some body to it. I don't know if that makes sense. Alexis, Leighton, staying up late. What's White Claw? What's White Claw? What is that? Is that a whiskey? Oh, so now that I've had a sip, I'm actually getting like a hint of a touch of smoke now coming from it. Peter Woods, hey man. Flavored seltzer. So it's citrusy, there's a little bit of smoke, it's very light, but the interesting thing about the Dewar's is Kate Bamford. The finish on this, it's like you have a sip, happy Friday. Yeah, man. Woo! Woo! The finish on this is super quick. It's like you have a sip and it's just, it's gone. It sits on your palate for a sec. And you have a sip, all that smoke, or the little bit of smoke, sorry, and the citrus, gone right away. Which is interesting because a lot of the whiskeys we've been having lately on the show have had really long, warm finishes. So our blends more for mixing. A lot of people do use blends for mixing. The interesting thing about blends is they kind of get slagged a little bit. I'm just gonna finish this off. They kind of get slagged a little bit because single malts are better. Blends make up, depends on what research you're looking at, 80 to 90, so let's say 85% of all the whiskey consumed in the world is blended whiskey. Chris, Molly, 85% of all the whiskey consumed in the world is blended whiskey. So I wouldn't say that blends, I wouldn't slag blends because they're pretty damn good. Matt Gormley. So I'm gonna move on, folks. Dewar's 12-year, double-aged, really interesting bottle, cool looking bottle. I love the dark, like look at the dark color to the bottle. Great bottle to pick up if you've never tried it before. Are mixers more for blending? Are mixers more for blending? Are mixers more for blending? I'll play you guys a little song. Tried something different this week. I tried doing playing piano in a different key other than C. And it's hard. But I'm gonna go for it anyways because it's Friday. And this is the Whisky Hunter. How's everybody doing? Got my mojo working, but just don't work on you. Got my mojo working, but just don't work on you. I wanna love you so bad, I don't know what to do. Going down to Louisiana to catch me a mojo hand. Going down to Louisiana to catch me a mojo hand. I'm gonna have all you women rats under my command. Yes, got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on me. Giving me advice. I got a gypsy woman giving me advice. But I got a whole lot of tricks keeping her on ice. Yes, sir, got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working. Got my mojo working, but it just don't work on you, babe. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo. Ah. I thought I was back in the key of C for a second there. You know what? It's all right. Because we got another whiskey to try and we got to get to work. Awesome job, yeah, awesome indeed. Folks, for new people joining, Jesse O'Brien, I hope you didn't see that. And next time I play piano, please tune out as opposed to tune in. For those, what happened? Nothing happened, honey. So for those who just joined us, the Whisky Hunter, this is episode 6 of the Whisky Hunter. We have started our own YouTube channel. So anyone out there knows the link, please post the link again. Honey, if you're up there listening, please post the link again for the newcomers. I'm tuned in. Tune out, man. Yeah. New YouTube channel, folks. All the previous episodes are up there, plus a lot of new content. There it is. My brother-in-law just posted it. There's the link right there. My wife just posted it. That's the link. Go there, check out the episodes, subscribe, and like. And we're moving on to this funky looking bottle with the funky writing. This is Gaelic. Can anyone read that? Does anyone out there speak blended ending? Yes. See, that's very nice, Matt. Trying to stick to my theme here, folks, of blended whiskeys. That debauchery at the end of that blues was a blended ending. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for noticing that. Tanya, subscribe. Yes, subscribe, folks. Everyone who subscribes tonight gets a free high five from me, a virtual high five. Teabag was interesting. Teabag. So it looks like teabag. It's teabag. It's actually pronounced Chevek. Okay, so this is a cool bottle. It says we're on a Gaelic whiskey, and there's all kinds of Gaelic writing all over this thing. Okay, so Chevek actually translates to a wee dram. So before we get started on this one, we should pour ourselves a wee dram. Subscribed. Thanks, Jim. Yes, people are subscribing. What does Gaelic say? What does the Gaelic say in the bottle? Nobody knows, Chris. That's a good question. Nobody knows. This was a tough whiskey to research because everything I researched, I found more and more. Should have Matt as my next guest? Be a nice guest. Be a nice guest. Dustin Woods. So back to the Chevek. So it's pronounced Chevek. If you see this at the liquor store, very affordable, very interesting Gaelic whiskey. I'll give you the quick story of this whiskey. And if I mispronounce things, I'm going to mispronounce things, so excuse me. So the distillery, I actually wrote it down. Prabinnaleen is the distillery. It's located on the Isle of Skye, which is located on the west coast of Scotland. Excuse me, Scottish people, if you're listening, I'm going to mispronounce the name of those islands on the west coast. Hebridean Islands, is that correct? Maybe Leighton will know. The Hebridean Islands. So there's about 50 islands on the west coast of Scotland. That's where the Isle of Skye is. 20 subscribers already. Yes. The Isle of Skye is in the Hebridean Islands on the west coast of Scotland. The distillers, they started this, it's not that old, 1976, they started this whiskey. They wanted to make, hey Drew, a traditional Gaelic whiskey for the Gaelic speaking population on those islands. So that's the reason behind this Chevek. Interesting. A lot of blends go into this, like all our blends. A lot of blends go into this. The youngest age that goes into this, the youngest malt that goes in here is 8 years old. Subscribe, Laurel. Awesome. People are subscribing. This is great. So Chevek, which I said means a wee dram. So we're going to have a wee dram of the Chevek. So I remember this one during the week. There's a little bit of peat in this one. Apparently a lot of the blends in here come from Islay, so there's peat in there before. Hebridean. Oh, Hebridean Islands. There's my wife posting the link again. So I told you I hired her as my administrative specialist, but she's taking mat leave, so she's trying to get her money's worth today she's reposting the link. Thank you, baby. So some peat right at the top, and almost like not a citrusy, but like an apple-y, kind of like a green apple. Been to the Isle of Skye. McLeod's have a castle there. Harvey, you have been knighted. You have my friend Harvey owns a castle. No, your family has a castle. So, like I said, green apple, green pepper, maybe even. But it's not really smoky, but there's like, it almost reminds me, yes. I haven't tasted it yet, but I've tasted it throughout the week. It almost reminds me of Irish whiskey, this one. What does peat taste like? Depends on who you are. Hey, Trev. Peat tastes like a lot of things. Some people say it tastes like bacon. Some people say it tastes like rubber. Some people say it tastes like gasoline. Woods, we got to get time. I don't know what people are talking about, but I'm going to try this. So, I remember now, sampling this during the week. It might just because of COVID, but I've been eating lots of cereal, Harvest Crunch cereal to be specific, and this actually reminds me of Harvest Crunch. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Harvest Crunch, the cereal? It goes on sale at Freshco once a month. I think you should try the whole episode with your Scottish accent more often. Peat tastes like heaven. I agree with you, Dennis. My young friend, Dennis. Pete, man, I have a gig tonight at 9, that's all. Let's start a super group. I need a backup band. What are you guys talking about? Hi, Stephanie. So It's got on the palate, it's very cereal-esque. Reminds me of Harvest Crunch. Is that what it's called? Harvest Crunch? Medium body, not, the Black Label, which we'll get into later, is a little bit thicker. It's got a medium body, and it's great. It's a really nice whiskey. If you like Irish whiskey, I think you're gonna like this bottle of Chevek. Oh, you're 24 now. I thought you were 23. Mr. Caraman, cheers everybody. Happy Friday, Whisky Hunter. It's a beautiful whiskey. There's a little bit of lingering peat / lingering sweetness to it. Cereal-esque. Yes, cereal. This is a very cereal-esque type whiskey. It's almost like a jasmine tea. And I don't actually really get that, but I read it in a review, and now whenever I taste it, I think of jasmine tea. So, hey Keith. I'm Al. My wife is laughing at me. I don't know why. Did I do something wrong? Cheers. Yes, cheers, folks. Chevek. Cool bottle. From the liquor store. It's got weird Gaelic writing all over it. More breakfast food. Yes, this is a good breakfast whiskey because it tastes like cereal. Just don't add milk. Okay? Chevek. I just think it's cool because of the name, right? Look at that. If you go to a liquor store and buy this, people think you know what you're talking about. How's everyone doing? Sociable. Cheers, folks. Hope everyone's drinking whiskey. Going to the YouTube channel. Two whiskeys down. Save the best for last. I think it's time for, if you kill the bottle, does that make you a serial killer? Oh, wow. How much, Tanya? Don't remember, but Rami might know. I think it's cheap. I think it's like under 50 bucks. Maybe like around 40 even. Sounds like a good starter whiskey. Yes, blends are all good starter whiskeys, Laurel. Hey, Jody. Maureen, thanks for subscribing. But this is especially nice. The Dewar's is nice too, but this is a little bit lighter. A little bit like, reminds me of Jameson. So, yeah, like around 50. Folks, I'll do this song again for you. This song has been climbing up the charts on the Facebook Live charts. And this is an original song that I wrote. It's called Whiskey Drinking Blues. And it's a real thing. Sociable. I just chugged mine. Wendy, cheers. I'm gonna have a little sip of water and play another song. Check the time. There's the link again, folks. My wife is on it. Administrative Assistant Extraordinaire. That's the link for the new YouTube channel. Go there, folks. I'm going to keep on doing that till people subscribe. Keith Jones just subscribed. This is great. Here it is, folks. Whiskey Drinking Blues. Have you tried the Jameson Castmates? No. Yes, Jameson. Yes, it tastes like Jameson. To get the first ones ever here in Germany, but we were waiting for Black Label. Black Label's coming up. Yes. I got the whiskey drinking blues. I got the whiskey drinking blues. I got them whiskey drinking blues. Good Lord, I don't know what to do. Well, I've been drinking coffee since 7:45. My body's hurting, but my soul appreciates these whiskey drinking blues. Don't mind these whiskey drinking blues. I dig these whiskey drinking blues. Good Lord, I know just what to do. All right. It's a world full of pain, but every night I've got to do it again. I love them whiskey drinking blues. Calm whiskey drinking blues, yeah. I dig them whiskey drinking blues. Girl, Lord, I know just what to do. Yes, I got the whiskey drinking blues. I got the whiskey drinking blues. I got the whiskey drinking blues. I got them whiskey drinking blues. I got the whiskey drinking blues. Good Lord, I know just what to do. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, Trevor, I tried to tune it. I got it tuned. And right, Dido. I got it tuned and it just went way out of tune. Try playing on a 100-year-old piano when you don't know how to play piano and it's out of tune. Challenging, folks. My piano career, for those who don't know, I quit playing drums and I now play piano full time. I started when COVID started, so my piano skills are as old as COVID. Fantastico. Speaking of fantastico, folks, our third and final blend. Piano is almost 120 years old. Yeah, this thing is almost as old as me. Johnny Walker, Black Label. Third and final whiskey of the night. Blended Scotch whiskey. Trivia, folks, I said at the beginning, what does blended Scotch whiskey mean? It means it's a blended whiskey made in. It's perfect for the honky-tonk vibes. Yeah, out of tune piano played by someone who doesn't know how to play it. It's perfect for honky-tonk. Nice segue. Yeah, I'm a segueist. Segueing is my thing. I'm a segueist. Maybe the piano remembers all the songs. Remember the piano? Johnny Walker Black Label, folks. I'll give you a little history on this thing, okay? Johnny Walker started in 1820. Quick history. I'm going to go fast. I'm running out of time. 1820. This was called Extra Special Old Highland Whiskey. Okay? This was Extra Special Old Highland Whiskey, and the red label was Special Old Highland Whiskey. And what happened was they had it in bars. The name is a bit of a mouthful to remember. You can't really see it from far away, the name. So people just started calling it Black Label because of the Black Label. And the red label they called Red Label. And those names stuck. The names are, I guess, kind of made up by the customers. Those names stuck. In 1909, this officially became, they officially called it Black Label. So now it's Black Label, so that's where the name comes from. Very distinct bottle. The square bottle was to reduce, Craig Lapsley. Hey man. The square bottle was to reduce breakages during shipping. The slanted logo, that's intentional. That's a 24-degree angle. That's just to make it kind of stick out from other bottles. The Walking Man logo. This is one of the most iconic whiskeys in the world. One of my personal favorites. Okay, we're gonna pour some. We're gonna try some. So just so people know, like all of these blends, a lot of different whiskeys go into this blend. For example, the Black Label. There's about 40 different whiskeys that go into this blend. So they have a recipe. They have a recipe for the whiskey. There's our link, folks. If you're just new to join us, there's our link for the Whisky Hunter brand new YouTube channel. I gotta do that. Go to it. Like all the videos. Watch all of them. There's about 5 hours of content up there. Just watch it all straight. Just binge watch it and make sure you subscribe. We need subscribers. We're new. We're new to YouTube. So like I was saying, there's the recipe for this Black Label. There's about 40 different whiskeys that go into this. Jason Prince subscribed. Thanks, man. Every time they make a new batch of this, they got to get that recipe as close. Like they got to make it the same, which is difficult, right? Because they have all these whiskeys come from different distilleries all over Scotland, and they've got to make 40 different in one bottle. Yes, Layton, exactly. And doing my research online, a lot of people complain because the taste changes over the years. It absolutely does change because what happens is the blenders, they go to get their, you know, whatever the recipe is. Let's say it's exactly 40 whiskeys to make up this blend, and one of the distillers shuts down, or the batch doesn't work, or they, I don't know, there's bad crops and you can't get that whiskey. So then they have to adapt and change the recipe to make it taste as close to the black label that you and I know and love as possible. So I found that interesting. 30 subscribers. We got 30 subscribers. I knew there was a reason why I shaved my beard. Todd, cheers, man. Black label. One of my faves, going in for a snifter. I've been experimenting with this one all week. Not all week, but I've been experimenting. I tried it straight up. I tried it with some water, tried it with some ice. This is no water, no ice. So you get some vanilla. So I'm here. Harvey's still there. Todd, I hope you're drinking whiskey. Stinky Pete that year. Stinky Pete that year. It's like a riddle. I don't get too much peat from this one, but I'm a peatist. So I might not get too much peat, but I don't get too much peat. This is a good, like I was talking last week, this is a good gateway whiskey. This is the whiskey that I give to people if I have pre-COVID. When I have friends come over and you want to get people into whiskey, this is the bottle you have to have. It's a gateway whiskey. Get people into the real good stuff. You just give them some of this, put on some ice, they'll be fine. It's like the perfect amount of peat mixed with the perfect amount of sweet. You know I'm all about the Irish. I know, Todd. We'll do an Irish show soon. Sweet and peat. Sweetie and peaty. If it has a different taste. Drink it like I would the cave. Drink like I would at the cave in 2000. Hey, Ryan. So I'm going in for a sniff. Sorry, going in for a taste. So I didn't really smell the smokiness. Oof. But right when you go in for a taste, that's needy. Yeah, sweetie and peaty, it's needy. When you go in for a sip on your palate, you definitely get the smokiness, and you get way more. I get way more body than the Chevek or the Dewar's. These are a little bit lighter. This is a bit more manlier, fruity. You still got the vanilla, but it's just like, oh. And I don't talk about the ice in the water yet. Put a little bit of water in this if it's too strong for you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that right now. But if you need it, a little bit of water, it just brings out the taste a little bit more, makes it pop a little bit more, makes it a little less, I guess, peaty. I don't find this peaty at all. I find this, it's the perfect amount of peat, the perfect amount of burn, the perfect amount of sweet. And I'm not working for Black Label, but it's just an overall great whiskey. If you could just grab one bottle of whiskey, this is the one you'd grab. If you're running out the door and you're under attack, this is the bottle that you would grab, because it's so versatile. And I think everyone loves Black Label. Is it more manly? It's definitely more manly. More manly than these two. That's my opinion. And compared to the Dewar's that had the really quick finish, like finish is gone, this one's got burly. Yes, you keep drinking this, you're gonna get hair on your chest. You might lose all the hair on your head, but you'll get more hair on your chest. Longer finish, warmer finish, cozier finish. Like I said, the sweet and the peat and the burn, beautiful. This is also a great whiskey to, I just saw Jim there, great whiskey for cigars. Even on ice, I love it on ice. Cheers, folks. Happy Friday. Drambuie, not straight whiskey. That's fine. Drambuie's fine. It's all good, folks. I'm into everything. I just happen to really, really love whiskeys. I'm gonna finish this off. But my little piece of advice about Black Label, for me, you got a big night coming up. You got guests coming over for dinner. Once this COVID thing's over, and you got people coming over, a little party. You want to get the night started properly. You pour some of this on ice. Chuck those ice cubes into a glass. I will have a Bunnahabhain. Nice, nice. Chuck some cubes into a glass and pour this over the ice and listen to it crack the ice. Sip on that while you're having your shower. Not while you're in the shower, but sip on that while you're getting ready. There's the link. and you're guaranteed to have a great night. That's my opinion. That's what Black Label does for me. Okay? 24 degrees. My wife is doing her job, folks, posting the link. If you're new, if you're just tuning in, posting the link to our brand new Whisky Hunter, the Whisky Hunter YouTube channel. Please go check it out. I'm going to post it 100 million times in the comments after this, and I'll probably post something on Facebook and Instagram, but whatever. We can't come because of COVID. I know. You might be able to come, though, in September, Heiner, hopefully. Then you'll slowly get into Scotch. Yes, yes, drink a lot of this, and you'll get into single malts. Jackie, shower drink, I hear. Shower drink, I hear. Shower drink, I hear. Oh, yeah, yeah. You gotta have a shower drink, folks. And then you need a little bit of ice in there. Hey, Dave, old school. Hey, everybody. The Whisky Hunter, episode 6. Blended whiskeys. I tried playing piano in different keys tonight. I'm all messed up. Jeez. Everyone have fun? Shower beers? Hey, hey, hey. Remember, folks, please go to the YouTube channel, The Whisky Hunter. We're on YouTube. We got content up there, more stuff coming, great stuff, interviews, songs about whiskey, talking about whiskey, whiskey tasting. When this thing is over, we're going to travel around the world and we're going to discover the best whiskeys in the world. And I'm going to bring them all to you. Hey, Richard. Drinking beer in the shower. I like that song already. Everyone have fun? Any questions before we go? Cause I'm the whiskey hunter. I'm still here. Whiskey in the shower, that's a good song title. Rami, posting that link. Shower beers are the best, but whiskey in the shower is better. If anyone has a piano that works and they don't want it, send it over here. One day you need to pay the song. We could play the song. Oh, which song? Cheers, everybody. Whisky Hunter, episode 6. The next time I see you, I'm gonna be a dad. The twins are coming. This ain't a joke. The twins are coming. I'm drinking beer. Sorry, too late for whiskey. That's fair. All the best with the baby delivery. Miss you and your brother, please. Yes, Todd. Thanks, Jennifer. Todd, see you soon, man. Miss you too. Heiner. Yes, love you too, Heiner. Best wishes. Yes, I'm excited too. Amal would come down, but she can't come down. So I gotta go pick her up out of bed after this. Sending you all the love. Thanks, Sharon. Double the trouble. Yes, the next time you see me, folks, the twins will be up here. Twin 1, twin 2. Thanks, Jim. Yay, twin times. Good luck with the double. I gotta go, folks. It's over. Whisky Hunter, episode 6. Blended Scotch whiskeys. We'll see you on YouTube. We're moving to YouTube. Subscribe, like, more content coming soon. Maybe. Michael, just tuning in. Gotta go, man. Peace, everybody. Have a great night. 'Cause I'm the whiskey hunter. Oh yeah, baby. Whisky Hunter, YouTube. Find the link. I'm going to post it later. Cheers, everybody. Have a great night. Stay safe. This COVID thing's going to end soon. We'll see you soon. Gotta go. Peace. 'Cause I'm a whiskey, a whiskey, a whiskey.